This is Josiah Plays InSomnia Alpha Demo. So, this game is currently having a Kickstarter campaign. They have about 22 days left on their Kickstarter. It's from a group called Studio Mono, based out of Russia. And they ran another Kickstarter campaign for this game about a year ago. And they raised a bunch of money, and they've been working on the game. But they don't have enough money to finish the game to the level that they want to, so they're running a second Kickstarter campaign now to raise a smaller amount of money so that they can take the last few months of development to really finish everything they want to for the game and get it all polished and perfect for release. It's billed as a retro-futuristic RPG. According to the Kickstarter page, it's set in a dystopian Dieselpunk setting, and it is essentially an action RPG, a real-time, third-person action RPG set on a giant floating space metropolis. And everything about it looks very stylish and cool. The setting and the concept of the game all sound really cool and interesting to me. So, we're going to check out this demo, which is in an alpha state. They said there's still a lot of stuff that's going to be changed. And according to the Kickstarter page, this is a prologue before the events of the main game. In this, you're playing a character who is apparently an NPC character that you'll meet in the game later on. But this isn't, you're not playing the actual real main character of the game. You actually make your character in this, just like a proper RPG. But this character that you're playing for the demo is not that character. This is a prologue that takes place before that. So, let's take a look at it. The Last War. The war, having lasted for generations, turned a populous planet into a snowy desert scarred by bombardment. The United Hierarchy was split, and the Noma civilization was at its lowest. The last resistance forces of the Hierarchy, located in the Zaladi agglomeration, fell in 4204. Obviously this takes place way in the future.
The more I'm watching this rattle-brained triumph of strength and industry, erected by consumptives, the more I miss the reservation's stinking tunnels. The feeling of ever-eluding dead end inspires me, same way as the poor fools of Herb are inspired by the idea of this long journey reaching its goal someday, and all of us starting a new life on a new planet. Any smeared corridor in the dump is way more reliable than this new home fable. At least you can lean against the wall there if you're shot. That's our difference from the Earthborn. We don't waste time contemplating the stars, but we can tell fortunes by the mud under our feet.
Okay, well, he seems like a very optimistic individual. And here we are in a cool, stylish-looking Dieselpunk dystopian space metropolis place. We're playing this guy, we're in an armchair, and we can press E apparently to get out of the chair. Okay. Moving and interacting. Try looking around Typer's shelter. Typer is the name of this character. WASD to move, C to crouch, move the mouse to turn, middle mouse button to rotate the camera, shift for sprint, space for roll, E for interact. Pretty standard stuff. Quest updated the package. How do I get my quest? I just pressed the J key and some shit just went down. I don't know what J does, but apparently it causes some serious loading to occur. What the hell does J do? Let me take a look at the controls here. J is not even listed here. So I don't know what it does, but I shouldn't press it again. Show me those controls again. Inventory I, K for stats, L for skills, O for traits, U for quests. Alright, so here's a guy who's got some sort of weird thing on his chin. Now it doesn't show that I have any quests. But it just said my quest was just updated. Oh, maybe I reloaded from the checkpoint or something when I hit J. Now I have a quest called The Package. Contact broker using terminal. I need money to pay off my debt to Bia Kara, and I need it fast. Broker said he's got a job for me. I'll try to simply wait for him to call without paying too much attention to the damn thing on my face. Okay, so he's apparently not happy about this thing on his face. I need to shut up that sound. I think this thing is my terminal, right? Yeah. This strange looking cat. And I can turn the camera by holding down middle mouse. But I can't zoom in or out in any way, and I can't pan or tilt the... Oh, maybe I can do it a very tiny amount. I can tilt the camera. Let's answer this thing, just because the sound is annoying. It's still making the sound. Broker gave toys like this to everyone he trusts with special assignments. You couldn't find better timing for his call. Turn terminal on. There we go. Terminal groans softly and addresses you with the familiar voice that is filled with a sort of extraordinary, almost mocking awe. Typer! How are you doing, old pal? I have some options here. Never been better. Call to find out how I'm doing. Did you call to find out how I'm doing? There's nothing I value more than the health of my assistants, as you know. Here's the deal. I need a solid man for a job of utmost importance. Will you take it on? Well, I guess I could go for a little walk. I'll explain without the niceties then. A valuable package has to be delivered to the perimeter. Old Hastier will be waiting for you next to Rainbow 106. Get the package from him and bring it to Villax people. Time's ticking, so you've got to head out this minute. Hastier? Doesn't ring a bell. Come on! He was one of my guys who got you out of the skirmish next to the bird cemetery. He's a weapons dealer now. He's a jack of all trades, though his back is broken. So, you're working with Herb Customs now? Looks like I missed out on a lot. Let's just say I've expanded my business a tad, but that's my own business, and yours is to get going immediately. Hastier will explain the details. The perimeter is well guarded. How do you imagine my arrival will go over? I notified the right people, but it doesn't mean that you won't need to use your talents. It's not like I'm paying you for nothing. Alright, got it. I've always valued your intelligence. I'll call you back when I hear that the package has been delivered. You'll be compensated generously. Good luck, kid! The connection is severed with a sharp click. And I'll turn the terminal off. Quest updated. Broker asked me to find Hastier. Hastier is going to hand me the package and he'll tell me what to do next. The old smuggler is waiting for me in the central part of the reservation, right next to Rainbow 106. Okay, so I can do some dodgety-dodge. I can crouch. This is probably how you sneak. This is the stealthy sneak. I can sprint pretty fast. Dodgy-dodge. Oh, I can punch with right click or left click. Looks like I can hold it down to do a power attack, and right click puts up my guard. That's for blocking. Okay, that's all legit. Pushing both right and left does a kick. Okay. Oh, and it looks like as I do these attacks, some kind of stamina bar down there on the right is depleting. And sprinting also depletes it. And dodge rolling also depletes it. But it seems to regenerate pretty fast. So we figured out the basic movements and controls. Next thing is to... Oh, pressing control gives me a cursor. And pressing it again makes the cursor go away. So if I have a cursor, I see that I've got an empty hand. Ammo's empty, this stuff's all empty, this stuff's all empty. What I can do here with any of this... Oh, I can pause with that little pause button there. And... Alright, this shows me my skills, I guess. Light weapons. Pistols, revolvers, SMGs, and sawn-off rifles. Effective at medium and close range. Greater rate of fire, smaller weight, practically useless against an armored target. Okay. One-handed weapons. Any kind of single-handed melee weapon. And as I can see, each one has its own, like, whole tree here of stuff you can get for it. And this is the, I guess, my advancement of the skill. And these are, I guess, things I've already got. Increased damage, increased critical and combat endurance. Two-handed weapons. Rifles. And I'm good at rifles, apparently. I've got increased damage twice, increased crit, and increased precision. Then there's medicine. Efficiency in using medicinal substances in field conditions. Treat wounds and stuff. You and your companions. So there are companions. Craft there's crafting in this as well. Apparently pretty extensive crafting. Crafting of medicinal substances. And we've got heavy weapons. Machine guns and heavy shotguns. Considerable firepower. And they are indeed heavy. Armor. It's not enough to simply put your armor on, you have to know how to wear it. You move faster and less restricted when wearing armor. Enemies find it difficult to pluck you out of it. Okay, and there's different upgrades for that as well. Explosives. Looks like I've got a little bit of that. Blasting agents, methods of their use. Cope with a locked safe. So there's combat and non-combat uses of explosives. Craft your own cartridges and explosive devices. So I have level 1 crafting here. And there's 4 levels of crafting, and then there's a whole bunch of other upgrades for explosives. Then there's survival. I have some of that. Many different abilities essential for living at the dump. Finding a secure place to rest and a source of water or food. Flaying a carcass. Discovering danger in good time. And avoiding undesirable encounters. Picking locks too. So survival seems really useful. It handles all kinds of stuff. I've got burglar, which is some lock picking. And invisibility. Doesn't say anything about it. Just, I have invisibility, you know. Maybe that comes into play when I use my crouch. There's electronics, which I only have the tiniest bit of. Fix or hack computers, terminals, alarms, power shields, like other kind of... Okay. Right. Makes sense. And there's crafting in that as well. Improves the efficiency of energy weapons and bots. Okay, cool. Then there's mechanics. Fix and build various mechanisms. So basically any fixing and building and crafting, I've got crafting in this as well, that isn't electronic would fall under mechanics. Repair weapons and equipment too. Repair elevators, vehicles, power generators. Okay, nice. And disassemble items into components. And then there's rhetoric, which it doesn't say anything about, but that's probably whatever the speech persuasion type skill. Alright. Oh, I don't know what this does. Up, lock, or down. But they're all on up right now, and I'll leave them on the up. Okay, let's see my inventory. Nice skeuomorphic interface here. There's this kind of retro Art Deco-y aesthetic to this game that's pretty cool. Now, what do I have? I have some Crike, the Comet. Excuse me. A revolting drink made of God knows what, a knockoff of the real Crikes. This is the choice drink of those who have hit rock bottom. Although, they say the Comet is slowly becoming popular among herbs adrenaline junkies. And there is weight. Items have weight, and this right here must be my how much I'm carrying and how much I'm allowed to carry. I've got an army ration. Range of OMA products, highly enhanced with vitamins, every ordinate soldier's best friend and worst nightmare simultaneously. That probably heals you or something when you eat it. Although I think this game requires you to like actually eat and drink. You know, like you have a food, a hunger and thirst sort of stuff going on. I'm not wearing much, but I am wearing fetters of conscience. That's that thing on my face. A device used by the Biakera to control their debtors. The chip embedded in the earpiece counts down the time left to detonation. Only Opharad can reset the counter. Oh, so he's got a thing on his face that's like, he's like enslaved. The thing will blow his head off if he doesn't, like, pay them back in time or do the work they wanted or whatever. That's very grim. And we've got Typer's pants. Damage absorbed, front armor, anti-crit, durability. Light armor made of several layers of rubberized fabric enhanced with fiberglass, plastic, and metal plates. I guess my body is the only thing that has more holes in these rags, but they have helped me out of trouble many times. Alright. His pants are an item, but his little tank top here is not, apparently. Maybe they're part of the pants. If I take him off, he's still wearing something. And it's a grid inventory. Oh, I get 2 grids, though. And different items take up different amounts of space, which is always lovely. And everything has weight. Stats. Oh, God, that's a lot of stats. So, health, stamina, regen, fortitude, whatever. Oh, clicking on these doesn't tell me anything about them. Speed, learning speed. Stealth, bag space, vitality, hunger and thirst. Okay, so that's confirmed. Body armor, front armor, rear armor, anti-crit, head armor, legs armor. Oh, so there's armor per body location. That's interesting to know. Energy, speed, global map search radius. Oh, cool. What do we have here? Something's going up here. That might be like my XP bar or something. Strength 5, Perception 4, Endurance 5, Charisma 1. This guy is not exactly Mr. Charisma. Intellect 3, Dexterity 4, Strength. Strength and efficiency in hand-to-hand combat. So it affects carry weight, melee damage, and fortitude, whatever fortitude is. Perception gives you ranged crit chance and ranged accuracy. Also, discover hidden objects and notice things that aren't apparent. So that one's important. Endurance gives you health and stamina regen. Okay. Charisma gives you trade efficiency, so that must give you cheaper prices at vendors. Helps to make friends with both individuals and communities by creating a positive image for yourself. It makes it possible to turn the situations in which eloquence can be used to your advantage. Alright, so talk your way out of things. Intellect, learning speed, that's pretty interesting. Skill efficiency in electronics, mechanics, survival, and medicine. Intellect determines how quickly you can learn and how complicated the subjects that you can master can be. Intellect shows your capacity for solving various problems that demand analytical skills. So learning speed, I think I read that you raise skills by using them in this game. So that must affect how quickly you raise your skills up every time you use them. So intellect's kind of important too. And then there's dexterity, anti-crit, speed, and melee crit damage. Also affects your stealth movement capability. Alright, so that's a good one too. Basically, I want all of these stats to be high. And like I said, when you play the real game, you'll get to make your own character. But this is just a prologue character. Skills, alright, we've already been through the skills. I have 185, 237, 15, 115, 12, and 73. And the others I don't have anything in. Traits. Oh, these are like perks in like the Fallout games. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Max carry weight increased. More fortitude, more damage absorption, more inventory size, more health, more learning speed. Talent in different things, in the different skills. Lucky affects crit chances. Persistent gives you fortitude. Lizard Man gives you health regeneration. So it has learned and acquired. I read about this on their pages. Learned are the ones you choose for like leveling up or whatever. Acquired are ones that just get added to you automatically based on things that happen in the game. So this guy, Typer here, he's got some extra stamina from Endurant, and he's a hireling. Extra health, extra stamina, and extra fortitude. And apparently this is where his little background is. When Typer was a teenager, he could have easily popped his clogs by having a drop too much of some poisonous piss or being stabbed with a knife in one of the numerous fights he was in. But Broker took him out of the pointless and potentially short life of a waif growing up in one of the dump's dens, seeing his intrepidity, is that a word? As a helpful asset in the most complicated missions. In the beginning, Typer simply got lucky on a number of occasions. With time, he established a reputation of one of the most talented hirelings. This helped him to break loose from his former clan. He is most renowned for his ability to cope with windmill-type guard systems. His activities have forced the Ordinate to decommission all of those devices, once thought to be the most effective in the tunnels. So he's kind of a thief sort of character. Fetters of Conscience. You knew what you were signing up for when you asked Opharad for help. Now you have to wear the Fetters of Conscience, which will leave you with no head if you try to remove it or decide not to honor your side of the agreement. He's a Luddite. You are a fairy tale in the eyes of Urb's engineers. You spent your younger years fighting turrets and security bots in the reservation tunnels. By trial and error, you have found their vulnerable spots, and now you know how to best get at them, dealing maximum damage. So extra damage to bots and turrets, that's nice. He's a burglar. Extra lockpicking efficiency. You probably shouldn't go around telling people this, but you've happened to pick a lot of locks over the course of your life, including some rather complex ones. That's why every getter who accidentally locks himself out calls you for help right away. And he's an alcoholic. You still think you can stop at any time? Stop fooling yourself and admit it. You're an alcoholic. You can't even stay sober for an hour, and you can't function properly without a bottle nearby. So when he's sober, he has a minus 10% ranged accuracy. When he's drunk, he gets a bonus to agility and strength. So that bottle of booze we have will come in handy. Alright, next there's quests. We've looked at this already. Here's the crafting thing. I can make bullets if I had rusty metal. I can make shells if I had old shells. I can make metal plates with most rusty metal. Shells with metal plates. Lockpicks with metal plates. Steel plates with metal plates. I can make my own ammo, but I need a whole lot of stuff. Details, bullet shells, handmade gunpowder. Same, different kinds of ammo. I can make handmade gunpowder, but I need cellulose and chemicals. More types of ammo that I can make. A better... okay, so this ammo and this gunpowder is presumably better than the handmade kind. And I can make explosives, but I need a bunch of stuff that I also don't have. Also, these all say requires workbench. So you can't just craft anywhere you want. What does this do? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't seem to do anything. Finally, there's lore, which just shows me the pop-up that I had before. So we have now gone through all of the interface stuff. Yay! Now I can actually... the movement's a little weirdly floaty. The animation for the movement's a little strange, but... okay. Let's see, is there anything I can interact with or pick up here? I can use the armchair if I wanted to just have a seat, you know? Just chill there. And a bottle appears in his hand. Nice. Alright, that's about enough of that. Searching for loot. Oh, there's something. A backpack. Inside is a smiling cat. A thoroughly used children's toy. Thoroughly used! The cheap speaker broke a long time ago, so the cat's laugh sounds quite spooky. Storm of Steel. Is that like a book? Getter tokens. Worker getter token. Urb's administration uses these tokens to pay workers from the close radius. Whole lot of nouns being used that I don't really know what they mean yet. The token can be exchanged for food, ammo, or medicine at a local warehouse. Outside of the close radius, these tokens aren't likely to be worth much. It's probably a take-all button. Anything else? Doesn't seem to be any way to, like, highlight usable objects that I can tell. I'm a little bit nervous about just randomly pushing all the buttons on the keyboard, because when I hit J, it did some crazy shit. I think it did quick load. And I certainly don't want to... How do I save? I should save right now, just to make sure I don't fuck some shit up. Okay. I can't jump, either. I can only roll. Oh, refrigerator. Here we go. I found a bottle of water with a medium degree of purification. Water holds questionable value for an inhabitant of the reservation, where almost every citizen works at the water purification plant. But in the distant parts of the station, you can get your throat cut for one of these. And a shashlik. It's grilled meat. Oh, it's like a kebab. It doesn't look that bad, but if you start trying to guess what animal this meat came from, you might lose your appetite. Alright, could be human meat. Shashlik is made of people. Got a radio. Some nice music. Marta. Hello, Marta.
You look pretty creepy in the dark.
Apparently Marta looks creepy in the dark. Disassembling items. As you play, you'll find various objects that you can disassemble into parts. Old electric devices, household appliances, robots, turrets, etc. The resources obtained by taking these objects apart come in handy when crafting objects and repairing equipment. Each time you disassemble something, you slightly improve your mechanic skill. Okay. To disassemble, I equip a repair kit, I approach the target objects and press E. You'll find the repair kit in the box in front of you. Try to disassemble the broken security bot lying next to it. Alright. I got some details. General purpose mechanical parts that can come in handy when fixing anything from a doorknob to a car engine. The random mechanical junk. Rare details. These are better random mechanical junk. And here's my toolkit. A set of basic tools. Doesn't weigh much and it's very useful. The important part here is to make sure you don't have two left hands. Okay. I've equipped that now to this slot, apparently. Oh, there's a right-click option on these things. Use, equip, drop out, use, equip, drop out. Apparently I can't use Storm of Steel. I could use the water, though. I could use the food. Unequip. Oh my god. I literally just blew my own head off. Wow. Okay. Okay. Do not attempt to unequip the fetters of conscience. Lesson learned, I guess. Well, I thought it was just gonna say, you know, no, you can't unequip it or whatever. Alright, this is where I was. Let's go back here to the refrigerator. Let's get the stuff out of the refrigerator. Let's talk to Marta.
You look pretty creepy in the dark.
Let's turn the radio on. Let's get all this stuff. Let's equip the toolkit. Oh, here's a broken RG-200. I can disassemble it. Alright, so from it I got some rusty metal, some metal plates, and some circuits. All good crafting stuff, I guess. What can I make now? Let's see, what was the key for crafting? Oh, I can make stuff now. I can make bullets. I can make shells times 5. I can make lockpicks. Making lockpicks seems like a good thing to make. Oh, I have to have a workbench. I can't do it here. Okay. Finally, I'm leaving that first room. 30 minutes into this. Ooh, a locker. Oh, here we go. Typer's jacket. So now we get some legit armor here. Damage absorbed, front armor, anti-crit. Light armor made of several... Okay, this says the same thing as my pants. Impeller. This looks like some kind of crazy blade. It's a one-handed sword. Impeller is the heavy sword that Typer made out of a propeller blade borrowed from an old ventilation pipe. Its long hilt makes it impossible to deliver powerful blows with both hands. People in the tunnels usually prefer guns or light short blades, but I shall never give up Impeller. One blow, one kill. Very convenient. Nice. And some broth. This is like a stim pack or something? The handmade version of the Army Regen solution that quickly boosts your well-being and energy levels. Widely used in the close radius. Broth consists of an array of vitamins, immunomodulators, that's totally a real thing, antibiotics, antidepressants, and energizing... Part of the thing you need to do to heal yourself is get rid of your depression. And energizing substances. Unlike Regen, broth doesn't have the smart agents that analyze the condition of the body, which makes it less effective. Also, there's a chance of side effects. So it's basically a healing item. Can I can equip it. Okay, so that's just filled a slot here. I can equip my sword. I now have a sword on my back. I can equip my jack. There we go. Now I look like I'm ready to rock. Okay, so now I see the broth is on my 5 key. How do I get my sword out? I just have empty hand down there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Makavara. Oh, this is a target dummy. So each left click does an attack. Oh, I beat it, apparently.
You won't find a single kid on this station who hasn't heard of Furry Nose. They told me I resemble him, just as awkward and desperate.
Furry Nose. Armor versus Furry Nose. Oh, wow. I can really look at it. That's pretty cool. Bang, bang. Extra faster. Okay. It's back. Get some. Whoa, I'm raising my weapon skill fighting that thing? Wow. So training actually... I just said bad day, huh? He looks like he's standing here wanting to bang. This guy's ready to bang, isn't he? Crab Master. Hold on. Alright, that's enough. I am the Crab Master! But you already know who I am. The Crab Master relentlessly attacks the Makiwara, practicing his moves. And here's our champion! So, you ready to pitch your title against the Crab Master? What the hell are you talking about? Fine, humor me. I insult you in your sword and you tell me something about my weapon or armor. It's tradition. You look ridiculous enough. Although, I wouldn't mind a workout. That's fine for the first time, and now prepare to feel the pain! Begin training. Oh. Close combat. Left mouse button hit. Several left mountain... blah, blah. Suddenly talking is hard. Well, my voice is kind of worn out from reading through that whole Lone Wolf book earlier. Several LMB clicks. Wow. Talking is super hard right now. A series of hits. Holding left mouse button is a hard hit. Shift plus left mouse button is a running hit. Alt to block. Wow, I don't know about alt. Right mouse button blocks. Alt plus LMB block and hit. Hits and turns require energy, so you will need to keep track of your stamina level. If it's low, you will no longer be able to attack. If you've depleted all your energy, use a defensive tactic instead. Try to block or dodge your opponent's attacks until your stamina is restored. Okay. Alright, so alt does block. Well, blocking seems to work pretty well. Be nice if I could sort of lock on this guy. Ow, he fucked me up right there. Okay, I beat him. Whoa there, buddy, that's enough. You don't need to turn me into mince. You haven't forgotten how to fight, I must say. Fine, Anthropod. You may live. Skill increased. Oh, and my health all came back. Hello! What are you doing here? Do you mind if I train a bit? I remember you once said I could just show up without asking, so I decided to finally take advantage of the offer. The Srock Pack Anniversary Tournament is coming up, and I couldn't find a better partner than you, so I'm here to collect you. Can you tell me about Srock Pack? All the details and stuff? No problem, comrade. What was that about a title? The one who wins the annual tournament earns the title. I need to train up proper. It would be great if you could help me practice a few moves. What's the difference between the anniversary tournament and a regular one? The annual Srock Pack tournament has 2-on-2 matches, and you get to choose your weapon. The last one standing wins. The anniversary tournament has all the same things, plus confetti. How can I get in on this tournament? It's not that simple, see? Srock Pack is a grand show with large sums of money involved. The upcoming tournament marks the anniversary, and only the best of the best will take part. You need to apply, fill in a form, and submit a portfolio. No one should be able to guess the winner until the very end, so there's twice as much bureaucracy. Looks like you're really set on winning the way you swing that sword. I need to get my revenge against the vanilla horsefly. That son of a bitch stole my title, and I've only got one chance to get it back. Can I help you get revenge? You can help me with the promo. That's how I'm going to challenge him. A good reading of the promo is half the job done. Okay, let's hear it. Today, your glorious flight will be cut short, vanilla horsefly. I'm going to rip open your fat body, and your foul blood shall spray across this holy arena. It's been a long journey to the throne you're on, which does not rightfully belong to you. Today is that very day that you shall fall from it. The claw of justice will clench your throat. Something like that. Doesn't that sound cool? Yeah, that really gets to you, right down to the bone. I am a master of promos. I will have to deliver this speech before I fight him. The spectators will be on my side, and that'll help me destroy him. So yeah, if you need a good speech, I'm your man. I'm afraid I'm not going to have time for fancy speeches in the tunnels. Let's change the topic. Already? That's too bad. It was such a good topic. Do you have any idea where I can find Hestir? Doing someone else's bidding again, are you? See, I live from tournament to tournament, and I have no idea what goes on in the outside world. Such is the way of the crab. Sounds like the way of the parasite to me. Let's work out again. See, you're ready for a workout. The Sewer Knight and the Crab Master are back in business, and now get ready to feel the pain. Is that what I'm the Sewer Knight? fucking him up. I took some damage, but you know, I put it on him. My skill didn't go up that time, though. My movement's all questionable right now. Skill went up some more. But I don't have any, like, points to put into the things. That must be my progress bar for the skill leveling up. Alright, that's enough messing about with Crab Master. Let's move forward. Let's move on with our business here. This is pretty cool so far. The only thing that's a little bit about it is the animations, I would say. The animations are not great. Like the way the movement feels weird. Feels and looks weird, and even the animations during combat are kind of, I don't know, kind of not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. Junk. Oh, I can scavenge some junk. Here's some handmade 12mm ammo. Largely due to an official ban on the possession of firearms without special permission, it's quite difficult to obtain good quality military ammo at the dump. Most of the getters use improvised ammo of questionable quality. And a toy car. I'm loading up on the toys. This infobot was a gift from one of your eccentric friends. Morty is a typical model INB-11-2, but his AI was reworked quite a lot. Sometimes you wish it wasn't. Mortimer. Nice. Drunk already? It's shooting time for Mr. Alcoholic. Must remind you about training. Sure, I could use some practice. Fine fellow, Typer, but tell me something. Are you planning to throw empty bottles at the targets? Your gun is next to the shooting range. For once, you're absolutely right, Bucketbot. Working for the future of humanity. That's a very communist-looking poster. Can't go through those doors, apparently. Oh, I can scavenge some more junk, though. Found some leather and a retro speaker. Wow. In case I need to build myself a... I can go this way.
Of course. The new house. Just wait for a bunch of lousy bums to come riding in on a giant dumpster.
We work for the future of humanity, it said on those screens over there. This guy is painting herb gives you nothing but something. Gives you nothing but slavery. New home. Waiting. Solidarity. Rusty metal and some old boots. Can I wear those old boots? Nah, there's no foot slot. Oh, I can go down the ladder, but wait, before I do that, because I feel like that's like leaving my little place here. There was the other option, which is to come over here, and he said something about training. Locker. We've got some handmade 7.8mm ammo, 28 rounds, and some simple weapon parts, various little things without which your rifle wouldn't work quite as predictably. Man, I'm finding tons of stuff here in... Oh, there's a bunch of shells on the ground here. Do not stand behind the shooters. Shooting lanes. Oh, so I have my own whole little shooting range here. Practice shooting. To start shooting, equip the weapon into the appropriate equipment slot. Take the weapon, press 1 or 2 depending on the type of weapon. Left mouse button to aim. Hover the sight over the target and wait for the shot readiness indicator to fill up. Left mouse button to shoot. To reload, R. Okay. Come on, quit slacking off. Oh, here's some ammo. And here's my gun. Typer gun. Damage, accuracy, crit chance, crit damage, range 20 meters. It's not very good range. Use a 7.8 millimeter. Can I? I can. I have 53 shots now. Clip size is 5. Fastest rifle. Okay. Typer gun. Okay, that equips to my other... That's my other weapon slot. So... 2 pulls out my sword. 1 pulls out my rifle. Yeah, let me reload. Okay, so he puts in 1 bullet at a time. And I can switch weapons. I don't exactly switch weapons super quickly. I can talk to Mortimer. Vision, industry, or industry. Conservation, teamwork, organization, results, you. That's the key to victory, huh? Okay. So let's... Oh, I see. I hold down the button and then this... And the readiness things kind of go away when I move. I win! What? Are your eyes up in your ass or something? Can I hit those ones way in the back? I have to reload. I don't think it's gonna replace my ammo, though. I feel like I should probably be saving the rest of my ammo and not wasting it all on this firing range. Are you wasting my time again? Yes, I do look at my integrated timer. Did you think I didn't? What's new, Tin Can? New? At your place? The number of bottles grew, maybe? By the way, this weird friend of yours came over. Make him leave immediately. Only I can be your companion. I didn't think you were capable of jealousy. The ego emulator makes me stupid and self-complacent. Flux thought that would make my behavior more realistic. Doesn't it ring a bell? People always try to make robots that resemble themselves. Listen, why don't you ever shut up? This is the meaning of my existence. Never shut up and get you to practice by sending insults in your general direction. For all it's worth, I'm just a machine that's following instructions, and I happen to like these instructions. Man, I hate Flux. His gifts always do me more harm than good. My creator was pure genius. I mean, only a genius could make a perfect model such as myself, though he himself happened to be quite a dumbass. Let me adjust something. I'm gonna change the impudence level. Hey, what are you doing? Set impudence level to 10%. Hey, what are you doing? A small glitch stops the bot mid-sentence. How was your day, Typer? My creator, Flux, made me a reminder robot. I care about your development, Master. That is the point of my existence. Ain't I a wonderful gift? And yet, impudence gives you a sort of charm. Impudence is an untapped parameter of the artificial intelligence module installed in other bots like myself. My case is different, though. I do not advise you to increase the level of impudence by more than 10%. What's new, Tin Can? Your friend dropped by, Master. He makes noise and fills the room with the smell of sweat. I don't have any smell sensors, but I think you'll confirm my assumption. Yeah, it smells like a zoo. His presence has a positive side. It looks like you're gonna have a sparring partner for close combat practice. Yes, I'm reminding you because I'm a reminder robot. I think I'll do some training. Alright, Master, let's go. I'd be grateful if you'd shut up for once. So I changed him to a helpful reminder bot, but I'm not going to waste any more ammo here. You can do it, Master! Nice. So the sprint guy holds his gun up kind of like that when he runs. That's pretty cool. What if I just decide to ace this guy? No, let's not. I want to see if it'll let me, actually. I want to see what happens. Save. It's not doing anything. Alright. Just had to check it out. Wonder if... One-handed weapon. Oh, the skill increases even when I'm just using fists. Increased quite a bit, actually. Low kick! Low kick! I'm skilling up like a mug. Like a mug. 192.7. So the power attack seems to do about 50% more damage. Skill's going up. It's going up. But I'm not going to stand here all day and raise this skill. That would be ridiculous. Especially since it's just a demo. Alright, let me get my sword back out. In case shit jumps off, I want to be ready. At least you move really quickly when you sprint. Let's use the ladder. Do you want to leave current location? Confirm. Northern Bloc, the Independent North Regions Party, INRUP, which will later lead SORG, a military political union, first came together in the mid-4020s before the Exodus. The party was in opposition to the political course of the hierarchy and demanded to return independence to North regions. There's a whole lot of political stuff about this world that is out of context and thus meaningless to me. Cool art, though. Am I frozen? Because my mouse cursor won't move as I move my mouse. Am I frozen? Did this freeze up? Alt-Tab doesn't work. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's fixed. No. Okay. So, the client maybe needs a little love on the optimization side. But it's alpha, so I wouldn't expect it to be perfect right now. More details. I can use the ladder to go back up to my place. One thing that's weird about this game, that feels really weird, is the fact that I can't look up at all. Like, I'm looking sort of down all the time, and there's no way to, like, you know, adjust my vision or my mouse so that I can look up. It's super weird, actually. This terminal doesn't seem to do anything. Okay.
The reservation. Wherever you look, there's either a getter jumping at every sound, or a soldier condescending, doling out criticism left, right, and center.
So this area is called the reservation. The other thing that I don't seem to have, Am doesn't do anything. The other thing that I don't seem to have at all in this game is any form of map. There's no mini-map, and there's no other kind of map that I can... There's nothing in here at all. I don't even have anything to take a proper shit with. Life sucks there then, buddy. Alright, so see, like, now that I'm here, on this level, it seems like it would be natural to want to look up some. Here's a hobo. Go to hell, my good man. Thanks, buddy. Go on, get out of here. This is my turf. But I can't look up at all. Careful, homie. The soldiers are everywhere. There was a time when I was young, too. Oh, this guy's name is Scorch. Hi, Scorch. A bum is concentrated on watching the flame in a fuel barrel and mutters disgruntledly under his breath. Disgruntledly? Not really a word. Hey, is everything okay? Poof! How okay can someone be when they've just nearly escaped a pack of ostrich leeches? What do you think? Ostrich leeches? The hell are those? Some nasty creatures from the far side of the dump. They make several types of crike using ostrich leech venom. Those things will get on top of you and suck your entrails right out of your belly. They almost got my partner. What were you doing at the far end of the dump? We went hunting together. One of the ostrich leeches scratched him. It's not the first time. He'll be fine. Maybe he needs help. It's not that simple, friend. The only thing that can heal him is a coral morel that grows on Monument Mountain. The entrance to that mountain is guarded by headless centaurs. Is this guy just crazy as shit or what? I can try and get you a coral morel. For real? My buddy here is wasted as shit, and I'm just messing with you. So he was just making that up. Fucking with me. Nice helmet, bro. Oh, Scorch, you got jokes. Headless centaurs! I'll never forget 'em. The way they just stare at you with those eyes. Headless, eh? I wonder where their eyes must be. Hadn't thought of that. Fucking Scorch. What a character. Alright. So, yeah, it's super weird not having a map of any kind. I'm used to always having some sort of map in these games. Okay, well, that is going to do it for this episode. In our next episode, I will continue to explore the reservation here. I don't know how much content this demo has, but it seems to be fairly large. And we'll just keep going. So thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays InSomnia Alpha Demo.